Okay, guys, welcome to the Rugby Rumble. My name is Avita Sangabirano, and I'm joined by two gentlemen, one on my left
Elvis Muhumuza.
and one on my right.
Kenny Abraham.
Yeah, today we are going to be discussing a lot of rugby action from the Rugby Cranes, the Women Rugby Cranes, the Rugby Sevens, Rugby Africa Cup, Ivan Magom, and so much more. So I know we are going to be enjoying a lot of rugby action, and you guys have been missing us. We are back in action, so just get tuned in, stay locked in for the show. Yes, I don't know, where should we start from? We know how has the week been? We can start from there.
So far the week is okay. Given the weekend, there was very good action. Uganda did give us a good glimpse of what we have to, or what we expect in the Rugby Africa Cup, as well as the Lady Cranes. A good performance from their Rugby Africa games. Looking forward to what the week has to offer.
Yeah, and yourself, what has been your sort of highlight of the week, I could say?
My highlight of the week is probably the Lady Cranes. The final game was not impressive, but they managed to stay in the championship and also improve their ranking. So that is a highlight of what I think, and also Phillip Wokorach.
Yeah. Man has been enjoying it, so you have to get the bag. Anyway, we're going to be starting on let me use either a positive or negative note. You talked about the Lady Rugby Cranes. We're going to be starting from there. Not so long ago, the team went and managed to qualify to the top division, and then we played 3 games. We played South Africa the first game, and then we played Madagascar, and then we played Kenya in the last game. What was your biggest takeaway from the 3 games? And what did you like most, and what didn't you like about the performance of the team? I will start with you.
First and foremost, okay, so the game against South Africa, the Rugby Cranes, the ladies lost. Then the middle, like the game was played across the week, so they lost the game to South Africa.
Yeah.
Then midweek, they managed to recover and beat up against Madagascar.
Yeah.
Then the final game, Kenya, they lost by it was a very humbling score. But
At least
that is
block. I saw
Yeah.
someone talk about that.
At least it didn't for 50. But my takeaway, I would say, is going to be from the final game. The game, the Kenyans it was brute force. They were extremely physical.
Yeah.
It was an intense, it was a physical game. It was an intense game. It just couldn't match the Kenyans, and that is where a rugby game is basically. If your intensity cannot match your opponents, you're already basically like 2 scores down. And we at any one point did not meet the Kenyans' intensity.
Yeah, you talk about that. When we okay, let me just take you back a bit. Against South Africa, we lost, but we scored a try. That was very important. For long we have been with South Africa, but scoring a try was really huge. So many guys were very happy despite the defeat, and going to Madagascar with the crowd that they always have at their games, and then managing to get a win against them. How significant was that? We'll go with you.
Trust me, that win was nail biting. Last minute were not that easy, but like you were saying, the win against Madagascar meant a lot for the team, given seeing where the Lady Cranes have come from. I think the last game before the Africa games came in, you remember when they were sent to Kenya for an World Cup game without preparation?
Yeah,
you saw what happened.
Yeah,
so now you see the progress, because now they had to play. They had qualified.
Yeah.
Beginning of the year, the games they played, they qualified. We saw the sevens team
Joining
in. Preparation was being made by Union, sure that they were actually focused now for the women's team to go. Then the game against South Africa, of course, was bad. Coming into Madagascar, we get the win. Then coming into Kenya, though we did score, but for someone who watched the game, we spent a lot of time in their half, in their five. We just failed to take the opportunity to score, but we could have scored enough points. There were very many line breaks in the team. We got a yellow card against Kenya as well. You could see from where we've come to where we are going, at least there is potential, and given that we are still in Division 1, I believe Union should just do what they've done this year.
Do what they've done, we're just meeting them. We have to improve.
Exactly.
That
should be the bare minimum.
The thing, this year, remember that the Rugby Sevens were supposed to go to Poland,
Yes.
and they cancelled their trip and they put them here.
focused on-
Well, do you think that can we say the results justify that the action?
The results have justified that, given where we were before with the Lady Cranes, because you would see much focus was being put in the sevens, which sevens were delivering. The Lady Cranes were delivering. That's for a fact.
Yeah.
And 15s wasn't, because there was no I don't want to say funding, there were no preparations for them. But given that Union took a step, and however much the rugby community didn't like it, they clapped back on social media. But I think for now, we can see that once there is funding and preparation, I believe the Lady Cranes can be a team to look at in the Africa Games.
Yeah, as we leave this topic, do you think Emily Lekuru being in this team maybe would have done better?
I just let me. The thing is, rugby is such a team sport that for you may have a player whose individual brilliance when they have individual brilliance may either lift or lower a team, but the individual chemistries.
Yeah.
And there's an ongoing issue like she's in and out. There's a non-committal for her to be on any team. So if the non-committal is there, I believe the team should also move it. Should not be focused on individuals. It should expand.
Okay.
A non-committal.
30 seconds as we
A
leave.
non-committal, we are not sure if a non-committal is hers or it's externally based or union based. We've had like talk from different parties. Every party shows it's not me, it's the other people. So, but yeah, like you had asked, I believe her being on the team, of course, would boost the team because she has been the best player. She's from our league.
And she's the captain. She's the captain.
Exactly. So I believe her being there would definitely boost the girls' morale.
It's Peace was the captain.
No. It was Emily Lekuru was
Emily.
the captain. Yeah. When they went to Tunisia last year, she was the captain.
Also Peace not being, would say Peace wasn't also there. She
True.
didn't suffer.
But yeah, all in all, I believe that the team probably next year when we get to another competition shall be performing at a much higher level than they did this year. We just hope, But moving on.
Just to also another player, another ladies player that I really like, Samia.
Yeah.
It was
Her comeback has really been
her comeback has been. It's like I wonder why she didn't left.
We don't want to go into that.
She's one of those players like you go to watch a match and you're looking forward to seeing her. She's like an entertainer, so it was really exciting to see her back on the pitch.
Yeah, Samia is going to destined for greater things, and she's still very young. If you think about it, took a break and came back, and she's still very young. Yeah, but moving, we're going to go to the Rugby Cranes. We have played. The team is in Namibia. They played against Namibia, and it was a 2-point loss. 2-point loss. 3-point loss. Yeah. Sorry about that. So many guys. There's been so much talk about this game. For you, I'm going to start with you. What did you see about that game? What did you like?
I liked. Before I even talk about the team, my best player for the game was the winger. No, the 14, the hidden winger. he was my best player because he put in his tackles. He carried the ball well. Really, we didn't expect that from him. But generally, the team played well, given it's Namibia, and our scrums are really nice. We matched them. Backline was okay. Only a few missed tackles led to a few tries. But generally, the team played well. And like we were discussing before, when I told you, I don't want to get carried away saying we are really good because it's Namibia. So today I had to do some digging where I checked the team that played us on Saturday and the team Namibia is playing on this Saturday against Italy. Because I expect if they're playing Italy, they're going to bring us much. But I came to realize that they've maintained 10 players. Notable changes is the 15 and the number 10 who they've changed. So I just want to watch the game on the weekend. Then I can fully judge and say, okay, these people either were playing us with one hand behind or we've actually really stepped up.
Remember last year when we went to South Africa and the guys were saying we're playing village teams?
Exactly. That's why for Namibia, it was in general the team played well. At least the team did play well. But to judge, I want to judge this Saturday after watching the Italy game. Then we can be able to have a full picture. If Namibia, we gave it a run for its money because you saw how happy they were to get the win
and at their own home.
At their own home.
Yeah.
So it's a big up to the Cranes, and let's see what they get from camp.
Yeah.
There was that. Okay, so we were leading the game. Of course, games are lost and won in time matches, but we were leading the game. Then there was the incident.
You like controversy. You like controversy.
There was a yellow card incident.
Yeah.
Then somehow, of course, with a man down defending against those Namibians, they managed. They stole the lead. So I want us to focus on that. There's a talking play.
You say it.
So there's a trend. There's a pattern.
Hey.
So we have so the player who got the yellow card is Aaron.
Yeah.
And there's a pattern where he constantly, I won't say, okay, constantly gets the yellow cards.
Yeah.
Maybe for different fouls.
Yeah.
But the pattern, there's a trend that shows that he's the one. Even in the league previously, even in the sevens, it's not just on international level. Even when he plays
Local, he's
on
among the guys who likes yellow cards.
He's always a culprit.
Yeah.
So I don't know what is that is it indicative of something, of a larger trend that we're not seeing?
Personally, I don't want to call it a pattern. You see, back in math, when we're doing sequences, then they give you 5, 10.
You're taking us back.
You know how to do the sequence. Then from 20 they give you 100. You don't know what's in between. What's in between. So I think, there was a period where he was getting the constant
at the beginning
of his career. Because I remember his first game against Zimbabwe, he had Legends when he tried to check the scrum, then he got the yellow. He kept on building. Of course, the conversation came, why is he getting the yellow cards? Some people blame the refs, the Ugandan refs, that these are things that they let him do in rugby league here in Uganda, so he has carried them to the other side.
Yeah, it's just behavior.
Then it changed.
But if I'm being honest, I don't know. Even in Uganda league here, he's among the guys who have gotten a number of yellow cards.
I could
to be honest.
In the sevens, he got. I'm sure he got. Didn't even get banned after he had accumulated a certain number of yellow cards. He had accumulated a certain number, but and he was supposed to, I think, do something. I think it was. But then also in that, I could give you 2 or 3 games. Even the game Pirates lost. I mean, in the semi-final where Pirates played against the Hidens and Chad. I remember very much so. So we got a yellow card in that Was it Chadron? Was it? Yeah, it was that game. Either that one or the game against Victoria because he was able to catch Messi. So I think the pattern, the pattern is, I would say the pattern is still there, but what I would want is how do we get better? How do we improve? Is there so as the player, has he gone through?
I think improving is on him. No coach is going to improve that. Improving is on him.
But just like you said, if we take it, the truth is that I don't want to say it's a pattern. At the beginning, Aaron used to get multiple yellow cards, even in the sevens. Then a time came when they reduced drastically.
And he became our best player.
Exactly. So I don't want to say if I had a history 10 years ago of doing something, and the last 3-4 years I've not been doing it, but then I do it again, and then you say it's a pattern. No, I used to do something which we all know. It's not a secret, and we have to agree that he became a better player when it comes to discipline wise. He became a much better player. So this one is later. I would not call it. Let me just say it's a one-off for now. It's a one-off for now. Yeah, but there's a thing that we talk about. I think I don't know if we had like a fire, and I'm going to just treat something more that his teammate Scott Wokorach talked about him. Just to read. Scott Wokorach has said, this is his teammate at Hidden. Yeah, he said, international referees have an incredibly narrow margin of tolerance. Makes for one entirely different game altogether. That said, I don't know for yours, like I keep asking at club level, please try out fullback. Your tactical boot game awareness is unrivaled and has changed games countless times. Then he continues. One thing about him, he plays 2 or 3 moves ahead of everyone. That's why he wants to be scrum half, fly half, and ball carrier at the same time. He can get frustrated when players are too slow to catch up, and then he tries to do everything solo. A perfect combination for a fullback. Now, sticking on that, of course we all know it. I don't know for if you've seen for game, he likes to do a couple of things here and there, a couple of things there and there. If you remember last year in the Rock, is when he went for a chip in our own leg 5. He thinks about things which, well, if you execute it, they are crazy. Exactly. But if it went wrong, it goes horribly wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to start with you. Do you think which position do you think best suits our for us? At the moment, he plays scrum half and probably 10.
Yeah, Scott talked about 15. Personally, I would put him at 12 in the midfield because even in the midfield, I would want his brain actually making decisions on the team. Either 12 or 13. He's good in tackles, 1-to-1. He loves contact. He loves taking the ball. At 15, he would have to wait again for someone to kick to him.
He'll become
he's a
bored.
Exactly.
Again, he becomes
so the
bored
next
and
thing you know, he's at 15 and he's already in the back line trying to make a tackle. There's no one behind. So I think I would put him at 12, basing on the analogy that Scott brought in. And it actually makes sense. I think I should give him a try next season. Not in rap. Not in rap. Let's not experience now. But let them give him a try this coming season and we see.
I think his best position is actually at 10. Because but then it will come down to coaching and your game plan. So as a 10, he says, like Scott says, he's basically saying he's the chief planner of the team. At 10, he's central. He'll be planning for the team 2 or 3 moves ahead. So all you have to do is temper all these other traits he has. Temper his ball carrying, temper his aggression, and as a player, you make him in charge. You make his brain work. Coach him to use his brain to lead the team, not to lead with the aggression at all.
But we might actually be seeing him moving to center. I saw him statement today. They brought in some players.
But
I saw Yasin Maswa is a 10. So probably they may try him in another position. Probably they're now trying to.
Just on one man, Yasin Maswa from Zimbabwe?
Wasn't he?
No.
Oh,
They're all from Eagles. They're all from Eagles.
Oh, they're all from Eagles.
Yeah, but just on one man, and then I'm forgetting the other guy who was a sensation the season before. I'm forgetting his name. It's who started from Marcus. His name is going out of my mind right about now. But you talk about taming his temperament. But as Scott said, this guy plays 2 or 3 moves ahead of everyone. Do you think the team is going to be up to par?
Yeah, so exactly. He's leading the team. He's seeing you. He's seeing 2 moves ahead. Yeah. So he's seeing where the gap, probably as a team, seeing where the gap is going to open up.
Yeah.
He's seeing where the other players are, where the other player is misaligned. So either he'll see where the winger is sleeping and probably kick.
The problem now is if he sees the gap is there and he wants to actually go.
Temperament,
yeah.
Exactly. It's about temperament. You make him lead the game. You say you are not saying you have to have limited.
At least bottom line is we all agree he's a very good 10.
He's a brilliant player.
Very.
I'm thinking about something.
That is where the problem is coming from. We know he is a very good 10, but he loves contact. So get him from 10, put him in 12, put him in 13, let him bring his brain with his contact where he's free to do all that.
But if you put him in 12 or 13, you may limit his kicking game.
Yes, so you're going to limit his
kicking game to a degree.
Okay, you could. It depends.
But also,
could be the secondary kicker.
I want to just talk about something small here. I remember, I think in one which games against Sweden there, you could give away the ball and for him he has seen a gap and decides to go for a drop goal for 50 meters.
And that's what you actually need from a 10. Someone who's going to do something out of that blue. So I think, try him at 13.
Okay.
In the league. In the league, not now.
Okay, it's all up to hidden. Hiddens how they're going through a mini crisis. Probably they'll rediscover him as a different player.
True.
Speaking of versatile players, we are going to go to Phillip Wokorach. He was with Rugby Cranes here. Before we knew it, the guy is in India making money. And now we don't know. Of course, one thing we all know, he's going to be part of the team. But first of all, what have you seen? What do you know about that rugby league, and what have you seen so far?
So this rugby league, the India Rugby League, is something different. It's new. It's India. It's in India, and a couple of teams have invited. There are very many international players in each team. So this format has changed. You've seen it coming from the traditional. There are still 7s, but I don't call them 7s again, because we know the traditional 7 minutes each half. But now these are being played in quarters. Maybe someone who's well versed with basketball understands the quarter. So we have 5 minutes each half, each quarter. Then 2 games are being played a day, and it's from the communication. This is its first season, first edition, and they plan on growing it. Hopefully, to see what rugby will do about it, whether it will invest in it and other countries, and we'll have more international tournaments actually happening without just being invitational players coming in.
So far, Phillip Wokorach, the other game scored 2 tries. He has had a couple of good performances. We saw the chicken wing pass, the assist, and a couple of things.
To give him his props, he made it clear. He made the first assist in the rugby league.
So the thing is that with Phillip there's almost no doubt that he's going to perform. He has been excelling. He has been a peak performer for such a long time.
Actually, so that he was MVP.
Yeah.
He has been. I was saying he has been a peak performer for such a long time that I think it should be him playing at a higher level.
Sure.
It's on his history that has, because he came from such a place where he was almost a pioneer in so many things. So he's not going to go as far as his talent will let him.
Yeah, true.
Because
yeah,
there's no such. There's no
I look at it
you're the
as
first person to do all this.
I look at it as age. Age is what will limit his ability to go far. He had the setback of the leg.
There were those double injuries.
I feel that's what set him back. But at the end of the day, from how we know him, he's someone who likes to open doors for other people. Hopefully, him going to this rugby league does open for other Ugandans to manage. Go that side and also get.
Of course. So of course now there will be talent scouts having their eye on the region.
Yeah, most of Uganda, because you have also seen a lot of Kenyan guys also in there. Calling the India also is in the part. So we're going to see a couple of guys being scouted from Uganda here. But
I hope so. I hope there is some sort of.
I believe it will. I remember wasn't he the first the one of recent we saw him play for the Samurai team. Then after some time we saw Levis.
Big
Boss also joining. So hopefully we'll get to see Adrian. We saw Adrian playing for. I saw him post about Adrian playing Wonder Sevens in France, being called up to play, and Phillip opened those doors. I believe he opened those doors. So hopefully even the rugby league he does open for other people, and they manage to, once the opportunity comes, of course, go and take it.
I hope there are pathways that are being created.
But sticking to Phillip here, we are just going to be talking about his personal year, more so in the team, the rugby team. Of course we know we are close to wrap. His contract ends, I think, it's not for long, it's not going to be for very long, but he's not going to have as much time with the team. He's not going to be a part of preparations. Do you start him or do you not start him? Just when you hit about a minute.
When you have immense talent like Phillip.
Messi.
No, when you have a talent like that, and especially given that he has been playing, it's not like he has been off. He's going to come and he'll have moments, not just moments. He'll lead the team, because I believe he's one of the leaders on the team. He will lead. He'll come in because he has such a high performance level. I bet.
He also been
and he has been
team
the team
for longest, I think. If you think about it,
before,
plus Kimono, they've been on the team for longest.
Kimono had that break, but for a player like that, you expect he's going to come and actually lead the team. So, without a question, man, he's starting 15.
This is going to be a lot of contention, because also, I think, okay, we are going to go into the starting team. What we think, I think Isiga should be starting with only 15. So where does Phillip lie? He's you're talking about for those going to 12. I think
not in that.
Okay. Anyway, we are going to now just go on something small. If we talk about the Rugby Cranes Cup, what do you think? How important do you think is this camp? Last time around, we went to South Africa, as we talked about earlier. There was talk that we played village teams. This time around, we played Namibia. We are going to play. Forgetting who we play next. We're playing 2 more friendly games.
We have
2 more friendly games. And the team shall be back. Prepare again. Hit back at home here. How important do you think is the preparation? Of course, if I have to highlight, last year the team actually first went for a while. There were 8 players who went to South Africa for the high performance, and man, we never saw that high performance in Iraq. We never saw it anywhere. But at this time around, we didn't have that group go. We didn't have anyone go. But then we are having a group now go to play some games in Namibia and then come back. How important do you think is that those friendly games and the preparation?
It's incredibly important, because we have a historic opportunity to qualify for World Cup on home soil. And given the fact that it's a home championship and we are hosting it for the second time in a row, there's a lot at stake. So, and I believe those boys also understand it, that they could be a part of history. So that is the mentality I expect the team to have. That there's a historic opportunity for us to go to our World Cup. And so these preparations are incredibly important for them. And the team and the performance has shown that there are glimpses. That we can hope for better.
Yeah, and for yourself, how important do you think?
I think this year's camp is actually better than last year. We saw players go and not coaches.
Yeah. Okay, I agree.
I think the only coach that went was Mubiru, who wasn't in the first, like he wasn't like the head coach and everything. But today taken everything.
Muru was the one organizing the thing, trying to make it work. If you think about it.
Trying to make, but he wasn't like, they didn't take the coaches.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that aspect, but at least this year we've seen the whole team go with their coaches, and also the support, the South African support staff that we have helping out on the team. So I'm eager to see what they bring back, because I don't think if these two games that we're going to play in South Africa will be televised, I'm not sure, but we are hoping they are, so that we are able to see what is coming back to Uganda, what we are going to play. Of course, right now from the conversations that are around is we expect to play South Africa kind of game. There will be a lot of kicking. That's why maybe bringing us back to our preparation.
The kicking coach.
The kicking coach, yes. And also the game we played on Saturday. I think, let me put it out there. I think Yasin played well, but we need to improve in our kicking for territory. Because the team will play fast. You kick to them, they're going first come and check you. If they check you and see you, there's an opening, they'll come back. So yeah, this year it's a good preparation. At least today I saw, was it yesterday? Some other players went to join. We saw Massa, Casito, the ones who they traveled to Namibia. So they linked up with the team today for better preparations, and yeah, I'm expecting better this year.
You know, I'm really waiting to see how the team is going to pull together and how the friendly games are going to go. When you talk about playing against South Africa, I remember the Kenya Simbas, they played the South Africa U20.
Exactly, and they did, and they were. But we have to keep in mind that also the team we are going to play also has camp in South Africa.
But let me. I was thinking about something. If the South African U20 beat Kenya like that, imagine Uganda U20 played South Africa. Would they beat us like 120, 140 points?
Uganda U20.
Yeah.
Because they do have a U20 team. That's the first thing.
There's already a team. They can put together a team.
They can put together a team. They can put together a team.
Is there a system to support it? That's the first thing.
You be a part.
Technically, of course, technically they can.
Of course, you can raise the players.
They can put a system.
You can raise the players, but you won't have a team.
Okay, you guys, we are running out of time. In a minute, I want us to touch the Rugby Sevens. Trying to get the team here. Of course, we know there was an overhaul in the team. There was an overhaul in the team in about a minute. If I could just read the players here. We have Alex Aturinda as the captain, Numa Tokeni Sexton as the vice captain, Karima Knight, who has been on the team, I think, for among the maybe third longest. Yeah, and then Aaron Tokei, Marco Suna, who has been there but not there. Yeah, then Barak Wandera, Alan Olango was also been there, not there. And then Roach Lito, Alan Ochen, Jones Kamiza, then Malcolm Daniel, and then Dennis Setwao, who is also now, I could call him a veteran. In 30 seconds for each of you. What do you like about the team? What do you think our chances are?
This team, our chances are for Uganda alone. I'm not going in. Of course, we shall be rooting for Uganda, but it's a team that has played together for a while.
Yeah.
We've seen them play this Kampala Sevens. They've gone out. Though the performances were not the best, but back on Africa continent, we always deliver something different. So I expect the team to pull through. At least we have a game against Kenya in groups.
I have to. I'll have to check.
So I believe at least for groups it's a given. We have to come through the groups. Then quarters, we see who we have. I believe our biggest challenge should be Zim or Kenya. And so ideally that means I'm looking at a top 3 finish.
Top 3 finish. Okay. And yourself? 30 seconds.
First and foremost, for the championship we're going to play, we have very good history in this.
We are going in as defending champions.
Yeah.
We have a very good history, and this I would say this tournament is what actually revived the Rugby Sevens when they won it. And Casito, that game I'll never forget where Casito scored a try like deep in extra time.
Yeah.
It was in Kenya.
It wasn't.
The Legends.
The first game was the first time they took a ranked tag team. They picked together players and took them, and they won in Kenya.
Then
The next one we played in Uganda
at Legends.
At Legends, and Casito scored
that last minute try.
That minute try, I'll never forget. So we have very good history in that championship.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I think and now we have a new team. So I feel the gods are on our side.
Let's say we won the same place, Mauritius.
The other one was in Kenya. So I feel the gods on our side with this tournament, with the new team. So I hope I'm hoping that we'll perform well. But then also, I'm excited about the vice captain. But again, I saw Ken play rugby when he was still in Warriors. I think he was like 17-year-old.
Yeah.
Still in high school. I saw him play a game against this Warriors, and he was man in squad. I have to, and you could see the potential for him to reach the very top. Yeah. And he's right there. Something. It's one of those stories that is quite a positive. I feel good watching.
Yeah. We're just going to be concluding now with the team. I don't know when you're going to be back, but I know you're going to be back. So in case you're not back anytime soon, we're going to be discussing about that team that we think should be playing the rank. And I don't know, where should we start from? Who do you think? Let me just read the team which was sent, which was selected just for our dear viewers. Santos sent the props include Santos Sediza, Fahad Maido, Blair Aiwaziwe, So Chivumbi, Michael To, Frank Kakula. Then the hookers, we have Edward Miemo, Nathan Boambali, Emmanuel Chiaga. Then for the looks, we have Julius Opio, Sidney Gongodio, Edfa Zemong, Simon Peter Olate, and then Brian Wandera. Loose forwards, Frank Kidega, Baron Oketayot, who is the captain, Pius Ogena, Moses Liwa, Desire Ira. Scrubbers, we have 3. That is Conrad Wanyama, Aaron Foiroth, and Katoni Colas. Flyers, Yasin Waswa, William Nkoro, Joseph Oredo, Liam Walker. For centers, we have Justin Kimono, Isaac Masangazida, Innocent Gokuto, Ian Munyani, and backs, Haruna Muhammad, Adrian Casito, Timothy Kisiga, Arnold Manano, Shakim Sembusi, and Claudio Tema. I'm not seeing Phillip Wokorach.
I think this was a team traveling.
Traveling. But as we close, which players do you think need to start? Not selected. Which players do you think need to start?
I think in the forwards, because we are playing Kenya, I want us to have a good bench that can still come on and enforce.
Exactly. By the way, let me just take you back a bit. When I was thinking about this question, one thing which was in my mind was the bench. The bench determines who we select here, because if we think our pack can be able to hold for long, then we can maybe do like a 5-3 split, maybe 4-4.
I don't want us playing because I don't want us using all our best players because all these players have potential to start.
Yeah.
But there are some players that many are looking at starting.
Yeah.
I would want some to start off bench to come on and enforce.
Come on in the force.
Yeah.
Okay. You can now just
So
go.
personally, I would start at the props. I would start Santos and Maido, because I would want So Chivumbi to come off bench.
What do you think about this too?
I don't want to go into the dynamics of picking because I'm not a coach.
We're trying to build here. Even myself, I'm going to pick. You know, if we have to try to put together a team, I don't want each person to name theirs. Just want us to agree. Maybe this one. So for he said, Santos, Cereza, and Fad Maido.
Yeah. So because I'd have Maido on the team because he's basically been one of the outstanding props in the league. Yeah. I mean,
And the reason why I want him to start is we've seen some players have their first team collapse, and then probably pressure gets to them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to have pressure get to a sub, then he has to go off. So at least he has an opportunity to start. If he shines, continues. If at all pressure gets to him, at least he's able to piece up, then we'll have an experience.
How about him coming off the bench?
That's my worry.
Yeah.
He may come off bench, pressure gets to him,
Okay.
then he has to be subbed.
Again, I don't think so. Okay, time is running out, so we have agreed on Fahad. Do you think Santos should start at 2? At 1, yeah.
Yeah, Santos is one of the outstanding.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Oh, okay. Hookers, we have Bwambali, Chiaga, Emiemu. Who do you think?
I would start
Nathan Diabali, and who do you rather have on the bench?
Number 16.
Edward.
And yourself? Same, you agree?
I think I'd agree.
Okay, looks. We have GSOP, Yosuli Gongojo, Olet, Elifazemong, Brian Wandera. Mind you, in this previous game, Brian Wandera was the impact player of the game. Do you think maybe
whatever happens with that, I want Emong coming off bench as an impact player. Yes,
it's a role he has played for a while.
Yeah, the good thing he has played the Kenyans themselves.
Yeah.
So like I said, I'm looking at impact players from the bench. Because Emong is good enough to start.
Yeah.
But I want him to come against and bang those tired Kenyans.
Okay, I'm going to ask you something here. We're having a bit of a debate here. Brian Wandera, would you rather he starts or come off the bench?
Let him start.
Let him start. I haven't seen him. Do you agree?
They can start
Brian
together.
Wandera.
I think 4 and 5 is I think 4 and 5.
Okay, when you go to loose forwards, Kidega, Brian Oketayut, I think Oketayut will start, and Ogeda.
We can't be sure. I wouldn't start Oketayut personally.
And Ayera?
Ayera, that's where now my debate is. Should he come on as an impact player, or should he? Because we've seen Desire coming on as an impact player, and he has changed games. From last season against Rhinos, they came on, they changed everything. Even this season, he has come on in the finals, still did that. So I'm thinking,
I think so from what you just from the way Ayera plays, he likes to play loose. Exactly. He likes to play loose, he likes the ball in hand. So at the later stage of the game, when the game is a little less tense and a little less organized, so you want to have him running exactly at backs.
Okay, scrum off. Wanyama, I don't know for the rest, Catonicals.
I would start Wanyama only for one reason.
Yeah.
Because we are playing Kenya, I know he will put in the tackles.
And for you, what do you think?
I never want my squad to tackle.
No, because I'm only saying that because of the team we are going to play.
Yeah.
Because they are going to bring the hard hits, and I know Wanyama loves that. The only debate is him being smart at the ball.
I think that is where it comes when he does all this other work of defending. You take away from his other game. Yeah. So I never want my scrum offs making put in tackle. Just be there behind, come distribute the ball very fast. That is what I want from you.
Because we saw something this season. Alu was actually playing more later in the season. Anyway, we move forward to Flyers. So we have 4. The thing was Nkore, Aredo, Liam Walker. Liam Walker
really impressed me.
He scored that kick last
really
year.
Actually, even on Saturday, he really impressed when he came on. After the yellow card, he controlled everything.
Yeah.
So for that, I would give him a chance to start. So now the debate, of course, you can't drop Aredo. Then
and what's what?
Who has been the best? Who has been one of the best this season? So, and given it's I think Kore's first game, debut game.
Yeah.
That's the coach himself.
Anyway,
I think William Nkore is very unlucky.
Exactly.
He's such an unlucky player.
Exactly.
That he has become clutch at a time when there are so many clutch teams.
there's so many guys because we're talking about this thing also. You who played last year. You know, Liam Walker who played also the other year. So yeah, Aredo.
He's the least experienced.
Aredo is very versatile.
If dropped, everyone will wonder why.
Yeah, he's very versatile.
And you know, Aredo can go to center
Can
and
go to-
still perform from there. So you
Can
would
go to
want
15
him
also.
Exactly.
You know, so you can do a lot.
So I feel for him.
But he will make it
in the rankings. If you're to rank, and if you're to rank if it's a hierarchy of teams,
Yeah.
I feel he'll become a bottom of the list.
Bottom of the list. Okay, centers we have Kimono, Isaac, Masa, Gokto, Ian Mugani. Kimono has been around for very long.
I would start Masa and Ian for the sevens chemistry that they have. Mainly for the sevens chemistry and the fact that both can defend, both can attack. Mainly for that. Gokto can always come on and impress. Chimono can also be an impact player.
Yeah.
You must remember mostly you have one center as a sub most times. So
Masa can come off.
You literally.
Or Ian can come. Ian
literally
can come off.
I think
anyone
he
else.
starts. I think Chimono starts. You know, he's one of those players who. I think Chimono is one of those players who is available. He plays.
I think also another thing, or thinking about this earlier, when you have a player like Chimono, he has a, let me say, fear factor. The opponents, when they hear Justin Kimono, they fear the guy, even if he's not at 100, they just fear the guy. So maybe that fear factor helps a bit. And then we go to the backs: Haruna, Adrian Casito, Timothy Kisiga, Arnold Manando, Shakim Sembuse, Cloud Ochema. Mind you, we're not putting Wokorach, so we are assuming Wokorach is on the team.
Personally, from the weekend, I would pick Cloud on one wing.
Yeah.
Adrian on one wing.
Also, Cloud
Adrian
will be making his debut.
Yes,
Yeah.
but he impressed me on Saturday.
Yeah.
Otem on one wing, Adrian on the other wing, and Kisiga at 15.
We are 15. No room for Phillip.
No.
Phillip can always. Phillip can start, or Kisiga starts off bench. Reason being, if Kisiga is not at center or at 15, we are going to waste him at the wing.
Yeah, true.
We're going to
You can always adapt Kisiga's game. It's very adaptable. You have him more ball side because he's going to be the ball side winger.
I don't really want us to force people to play numbers that we haven't really been playing, because I want everyone to come on and give his best. You get, if it means Phillip Wokorach coming on second half or starting and Kisiga comes on and then we fix Phillip somewhere. Of course, Phillip, you're not going to remove Phillip. Okay. Yeah, but
I want us to wrap up the show. Yeah. So that one thing as we conclude here is
like you had said, players with bad back but are really good. Haruna.
Haruna, exactly.
Because now when you're naming, because it's a player that you can pick on any day.
Yeah.
But now once you start the hierarchy,
you come up bottom.
Yeah.
Anyway, as we are going to wrap up this event, this show rather, we have to remind you that we have been discussing mainly here about the team which we expect to play at the Rugby Africa Cup 2025. Remember that this year it's a World Cup qualifier, so the winner goes to the World Cup. That's what it's at stake. And yeah, you don't question. And then the most important thing here is we are at home in Nambole.
And from reports, government has given us all the money.
Last year government gave us 2 billion, and that money
year,
came in halves.
From the reports we got yesterday,
Yeah.
They said government has funded everything
Well,
The BNM, I think, was it 4.1 billion? They've managed everything. That's why there's a contention right now on social media. Why are we paying?
Yeah,
Government has paid everything.
It's-
But that's a topic for another day.
I was going to go into that about the 30K. But guys, remember that all this we're going to be playing at the Rugby Africa Cup. We shall be in Nambole in July. We shall be opening against Kenya, which is a very important game. If we win, we advance to the semi-finals with a chance now. With you're within 2 games of going to the World Cup or the repechage. So it's very, very important for us to defeat Kenya in that game, and we hope that each and every one of you shall be at Nambole cheering on the boys. From us to you, have a wonderful evening, morning, whatever. But goodbye.